Hello friends, good morning. Welcome you all in Seva Samajik Vikas Sanstha Sataram. And let's start our English session. Today we are going to discuss articles. Now what is articles? Articles are very important word in English. So is means due to that its knowledge is very important. Articles are used before only nouns to limit or define their uses in the context of sentence. They impart effectiveness and accuracy to the noun. In fact, articles are used as a demonstrative objectives and determiners before the nouns. So, what you have understood in English grammar, articles are words that are combined with a noun to indicate a degree of definiteness or specificity of the reference being made by the noun. Now, the articles are of two kinds that you have already learned in your school days. Which are they? Definite article and indefinite article. Indefinite articles means like a and an. These two articles are called as indefinite articles in the sense of one or any. For example, for the show, I want a girl and I want a boy. Means I want any girl or any boy. But when I'm saying that, I want a heroine, means for the role of heroine, I want the girl with long hair. Means I want that specific girl who has long hair. Means to specify something, we use article the. Means article the is used in the sense of this and that. Now let's see their rules one by one. We will continue with indefinite articles, that is a and an. Now what is the first most important rule? Definitely articles we are using before singular noun. And when we are using these articles, we must give importance to the sound which it makes. Means the choice between article a and an is determined primarily by sound. A is used before the word beginning with consonant. First is what? Consonant. For example, a boy, a child, a student, a book, a teacher, a person, a candidate, like that. Means any one from that category can be used for that particular purpose. With that intention, it is used. An article "an" is used with article "an" is used when we want to means when we are using words which make sound of vowel, that we will see afterward. Now, first I have said that with a consonant, if the word makes consonant sound, then we use article a. You have heard that article "an" is used with the words begin with vowel, means letters A, E, I, O, and U. But these words always cannot be sound in the same way. For example, one-eyed man. Here, a one-eyed man. Word one, though it's starting with letter O, but it doesn't sound O like that. Like when we are saying orange or onion. No, it's one. Means it sound V, and V is not vowel. And that's why article A is used before one. Now see here another word European, though it start with the letter E. But here E letter is not pronounced in the same way. What is its pronunciation? European. Means it sound Y. Okay, Y. Here again, uniform. Uniform means again it's pronounced word Y. University, student, university. Start with Y. Unique, unique book, U-Y. And universal problem, start this word with the pronunciation Y. Okay? So Y is what consonant? And before consonant, we must use a article that we have already discussed. So here you are able to understand that though these words are started with letters O, E or U, but they don't sound vowel, and that's why here article A is used before them. Now let's move to the next slide. Now when article and can be used, as you know very well, the vowels. Vowels means words which sound with letters A, E, I, O, and U. Which one? A, E, I, O, U. But dear children, the word which started with these letters must sound like that. For example, elephant. So an elephant. Ass. Eagle. Interesting. So here they sound vowel. But when though letters are means words are not start with these vowel letters, still they have the sound of these vowels. For example, R and R, because it sound a, R, honorable person. So here also it sound honorable, and that's why an article will come before honorable person. Honorary post, honorary. So here again it sound vowel. That's why an article will come before honorary. Apple, apple also, here also, it start a. Already you are able to understand its spelling start with a vowel letter, and this spelling also spell accordingly. Umbrella, umbrella, a sound is there, and that's why article and will come before umbrella. Okay, so in the same way, here though the spelling start with the letter H everywhere, honest, early, and air, but it sounds vowel, and that's why article A you are able to observe before them. Okay, next, with a consonant pronounced with the sound of vowel. For example, when we are talking about degrees, okay, so if you want to say that I am means MA English, MA English. So MA, when we are saying MA, it sound M means vowel, and that's why and will come before MA degree. MLA, member of Legislative Assembly. But when we are saying member, then it won't followed by article and. A member. But when we say MLA, so article and will come before MLA. MLA, MP. MP means member of parliament. But when we are saying member of parliament, A will be there. But when MP word we pronounce article A instead of A, and will be there. Similarly, LLB student, LLB, L. It's not L, it's L. So article an is there, FYR, a. So wherever spelling sound with vowel, article and will definitely before that. SP, he is SP of this area. So SP before this post, we can use article and. I hope so. You are able to understand the difference between using article a and an. But here, these both things are what? Definitely, when we are using article a and an before any common noun, it means when we don't specify something, at that time only we are using it. Now, see, next rule. So, second rule, when where we have to use these articles before singular and countable or a common noun. Means before singular noun or before countable noun, we can use these articles. For example, I need a book. I need a book. Or 12 inches make a foot. A foot. Then a beggar. Beggar means any beggar. A beggar came to my door. A beggar means any beggar. We don't know which one it is. Or when we are saying, I need a book, means any book. We don't know any specific book. Any 12 inches will make 1 foot. Please get me a scooter. A scooter means that particular vehicle. So it can be any. She gave her a notebook. So notebook is given. So it can be any notebook. So you are able to understand that we use articles before singular and countable noun. Now see the next rule. Before a singular and countable noun which is used to single out some person, something as a representative of a class of things or the animals or a person means that particular category. For example, a cow is a useful animal. Here, cow means any cow. Means all cows are what? Means any cow from that category. That animal is useful. So here, article A is used before cow. Next one, a beggar cannot be a chooser. A chooser is a person who is choosing something, or a beggar who is begging for something. Here, any person who is begging for something, he cannot be chooser at any time. So a beggar or a chooser, these are indefinite person and that's why article A is used before them. A rose is a beautiful flower. A rose, a beautiful flower. Beautiful is the is an adjective and before that we have used this, it has come for a singular flower and that's why article A is there before it. And rose means any rose means that category of flowers, therefore article A has come before rose. A son should be obedient. It means any child or any boy who is a son, he must be obedient. It means before any singular countable noun we use article A when it indicates class of things, animals and person. Now see the next rule. To make a common noun of a proper noun to express quality. What do you mean by that? To make a common noun of a proper noun. Common noun we have to used as a proper noun means we will understand this with the help of example. A Sherlock. is living in my neighborhood. Usually, sorry, a skylark is living in my neighborhood. Skylark means a person who is what belongs to that a cruel miser belong to that category. He is coming means living in my neighborhood. So that particular category we want to indicate, and that's why we have used article a before Sherlock. Otherwise, before any person's name, we are not using this article. Okay, he is, suppose we want to introduce any person. For example, he is my friend and he is Aditya. So it's a common person. Means though Aditya is a proper noun, but means we cannot use article before name. But Vikramaditya, he has specific identity. He was a just man. Okay. So that's why article is used. He is a Vikramaditya, known for fairness, means for his justice, his quality is well known, and that's why article is used before the name. Next one, in certain expressions of a quality with a certain number of expressions of price, rate, speed, or ratio. For example, rupees 10 a kilo. So a kilo. For 1 kilo, he charged 10 rupees. A dozen mangoes. So how many mangoes? A dozen. Half a dozen. So here, to show the rate or ratio we or quantity, we have used this article A before these quantities. When a or an represent a weakened form of preposition in. For example, he earned 50,000 rupees a year. Means within a year, he earned this much amount. So here, article A is used before year. Instead of preposition in, we used article A here. We should brush our teeth twice a day. Means in a day we have to brush the teeth twice, 2 times. So instead of in means preposition in, we have used article a. Now see the next rule, in exclamation with what or how. Friends, you know four kinds of sentences. That is assertive sentence, means it is also known as a declarative sentence. Simple sentence. For example, he is a student, she is a teacher. Okay, so that is what assertive sentence. Second type is interrogative sentence, such as where do you live, how are you, have you completed your work, do you know me. So these are what interrogatives. Next one is imperative, such as means which includes orders, instructions, blessings. May God bless you. Will you help me? Or look at the board, follow the instructions. So these all commands, requests, everything comes under heading of imperative. And the last one is exclamatory. To express our ideas, views, expressions, we have this kind of means we are using this forms of sentences. For example, what a hot day. What a hot day. Here we don't ask question. Means the day is very hot. Instead of that, he said, what a hot day. What a naughty child. Means he is very naughty child. What a fool he is. It means he is very fool. What a pretty girl. It means she is a very pretty girl. How fine a day. It means that the day is very fine. And what kind of teacher? It means that what kind of a teacher. But we don't say that what a kind of. It should be what kind of a teacher. Okay? So this is what we are using article A in this exclamatory forms of sentences. Now, let's see these indefinite articles, how we are using in these cases. Rather, very, much, quite, so, to, such, or as. Let's see these examples. First one. It is rather a nuisance. It is rather a nuisance. So here, after rather, before this nuisance, article A is used because it is not specific one. That's why article A has come. It is rather a good stay. It is rather a good step. Here, article A can be used before rather also. So, the sentence can be it is a rather good step or it is rather a good step. Means article A can be used before rather or even after rather. Next one, he is a very good person. A very good person. So article A is used before very. He is a much hated character. He is such a nice man that everybody likes him. So such a nice man means he is very nice man. Article A is used before this adjective. Now it is a quite an interesting story. So how is the story? Interesting. But how quite interesting? Quite is what adverb used for this is. And with these adverbs, we have used article and interesting. Interesting. Once again, see here, interesting. It sounds vowel, and that's why article and has come before interesting. But after this adverb, quite. Next, she is too weak. She is too weak means she is so weak. She is too weak a student to pass. It means she is a so weak student that she cannot pass. So here, too weak means poor in the study. After that, we have used article a before student. Common. She is a very common student who is weak in the study. So here you are able to observe how we are using articles, indefinite articles with these adverbs. Now use this knowledge in the sentence. Actually, we require this kind of knowledge to identify the error and even while filling the blanks. Means when we require to fulfill that paragraph or the passage with the given options. Now we will see the example. Lal Bahadur Shastri is the real Indian hero of 20th century. Okay. So here Lal Bahadur Shastri is, that is first part, the real Indian hero. Now here article the is used before real. What is real? Indian hero. For that real is what? Adjective. And before that adjective, article the is used, which is not necessary. Sentence should be Lal Bahadur Shastri is a real Indian hero of the 20th century. Here article the must be there with 20th century because we specify the century, which century it is 20th century. So article the, definite article, it must be there with this century. But article the won't come with this adjective real. It should be, means a must be there before real. Now let's see the next example. Okay, let's see the next example. Someone called the policeman. Someone called the policeman when he saw the building on the fire. Again, see here, someone called the policeman when he saw the building on fire. Here, two places article use, the policeman and the building on fire. So, building is specific, which is on fire. So here we are not talking about any common building. The building which is caught by fire, we are talking about it. So article the is correct here. But when we want to call any policeman, so that policeman can be anyone. It is not specific. And that's why instead of this the, article a must be there. So, friends, I hope so you are able to understand where article a and an can be used. In next video, we will discuss about article the and its means its rules and its use. So, once again, thank you for listening me and have a nice day to everyone. Have a good day.